What's going on YouTube? Derby Welder here. I know y'all probably didn't notice. Oh, I don't look like some kind of hobo no more. I got my summer look going on, right? And also I've rejoined Civil Air Patrol right up here at the airport, so I kind of want to look less like a hobo if I'm going to be representing them to a certain degree. So today, you see we got the Champion Elite running back there. We're going to be running some fun rods off of this. I just got some 6010s, and we're going to be running some 11018s off of this thing. My buddy Russ, I've been working with him. If you follow me on Instagram, he's a nuclear pipe welder I've been working with. Gave me some 11018s and some 6010s, 6010 5+P, or however you say it, 5P plus Lincoln rods, and he gave me some. He got some Schedule 80 pipe right here. Gonna be doing some welding on, you know, just practicing some downhill. One of the things I did get done today, got some Bondo, found the other bad spots on the truck. So hopefully, sometime this week, I'll be taking that hood off and painting that hood and getting it done. You know, and hopefully by the end of the month the truck will be painted. Hopefully. I ain't gonna say it will be, because knowing how my luck goes, this truck is still going to be looking like it does right now at the end of the week. Alright, 6010s. Whoopee! It's a shot and see how bad I am at it. I ain't run these things in about a year. Definitely been a year since I've ran these. There we go. So let's see how bad I am. Oh, get in there, bitch. Also, I've never ran 6010 on this machine. I may want to change my settings. Yeah, 110 amps. That wouldn't have been good. Brought it down to what I think is about 65, 70, something like that. We'll see when I light off. See what it is when I light off. That's the point I goofed right there. That's the point I goofed. Amps are fine. Everything's fine. Except I got to right here. It's all I couldn't bring it around. Try a little bit different. Oh yeah, that will work out really nice. I'm gonna try that instead of the rest of the pipe. Especially since I didn't really make too much of a mark to go off of. I ain't no groove or nothing. Let y'all take a look. Now, I'm not a pipe welder. I'm still practicing, so bear with me. top started off good. Right there, that's where I got bound up. Restarted. Not terrible. I know if I practice I can do better. But yeah, working on it. This is practice, y'all. This is practice. So we do know the Champion Elite will run 6010. It runs it very well. It runs it just as good as the machines I used in school. It's not better. I think this machine is great for downhill. It's fantastic. It's got a beautiful amount of arc force for doing this. It does not run 7018 very well, I've found. It's very brutal with 7018, but damn, it runs these 6010s just as focus. It runs these 6010s just as good as the machines at school. They were Miller Dynasty 210s with the auto set, the Elite feature. So I'm going to attempt to take on the other side here. This is my bad side. This is, or my offhand, as they call it. Looking for right there. This is why I can't do a 6GR. The other side, I really had no lines to follow. I kind of screwed up on that part, but not terrible at all. But this is not my favorite rod, not my favorite thing to do. I'm not good at this, but you know, I think I'm going to continue to run around it some. Just, you know, continue to kind of stack some beads on it as I go. Then later I'll probably cut one in half and start working on, you know, putting them together. Alrighty, get this other shot. Come around this pipe like I want to. little bit of troubleshooting. Might be able to figure this one out here. Take it in quarters instead of halves. That might actually help. Better. Ain't perfect, but it's better. It's better. My better one. You can kind of see it stacked next to those other ones. It kind of come down. It's a little bit better. Taking it in halves, in quarters instead of halves on that side works. However, something about this side, I guess I'm a little bit better positioned. I can just run this side real good. I'm gonna go with some 17-18 vertical ups next. Oh, I suck at those really bad, but I'll give them a shot. Now, pump it up just a hair. See if I can run these 70-18s uphill. Needs to be a pretty good temperature. It's kind of cool out today, so it won't get too hot. It's perfect. It's perfect practice weather. It's really good. I'll just want a little. Good thing they didn't test. I would have failed. I was almost going to do that one in a quarter, but I decided to do it in half. Yeah. Damn, so close. That top. I really struggled at the top trying to get it to level out. It ain't bad. screwed up at the top. I didn't have enough angle to blast it back like I wanted. So it kind of, I was a little too straight, a little bit too much of a push. Kind of screwed that up. Let's see if I can take my bad side on tabs here. The restart's awful. Yeah, my restart's absolute garbage. It got better as I got started rolling around, but you know, this side ain't too bad. I'm pretty happy, especially since I ain't done this in about a year. A little bit of time and practice, I can have this down. Trying always use those self-expanding anchors, so it was really touch and go. Thank God we only cracked one, and it was in the corner where nobody would see it. Thank God. So I did tell the homeowner it happened. I was like, hey, you know, sir, we broke that one block, and he was like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. He's like, I figured a few of these would get cracked in the installation anyway because they're sandstone. He's like, I'm just gonna get some mortar and fill the crack in so, you know, water don't get in there and freeze and make it any worse. So it was all good. And those people, I'll tell you, they're some of the nicest. Those people we installed those handrails for are some of the nicest people I've ever worked for. I mean, we left there with more food than we came with, because they're like, oh, here's some water bottles, here's some cookies, you know, here's some chips, anybody hungry, you know, all that. Just absolutely super sweet people. I wish all my clients were like that, but unfortunately not. But when I do run across clients like that, I treat them like royalty, because you don't get clients like that all the time. You want to keep those people very happy, because I definitely want people like that to call again for more kind of welding work and such, and I want them to recommend me to their friends, because hopefully their friends are just as kind and as sweet as they are. But yeah, speaking of such things, I just finally got my second Google listing review, another 5-star review. I now have 2 reviews total, all 5 stars, which means all my reviews, I'm getting better reviews on my Google listing than all the other listed welders in the area right now. So I definitely am very happy. I feel like I'm definitely moving in the right direction as far as that goes. Very happy. You know, the guy, my most recent review was that guy I fixed that trailer for in Castalia. He left me a 5-star review, said I did a real good job. I'm excited about that. I love seeing that. I love seeing that people are happy. I love seeing that people take their time, that they're happy enough with the work that they go out and leave a review. Y'all wouldn't understand. It's so hard to get people to leave you a review these days. It's like you ask somebody to, you know, just give me a quick review. They act like, you know, you're asking for more money from them or something. It's like, dude, all I'm asking you to do is take 5 minutes at your convenience. Go to Angie's List or Google or Facebook and just leave me a review. You ain't got to go all out. Just say he did a good job, 5 stars, or he did a horrible job, no stars, or 1 star, half a star, whatever, however it works. You know, I need something to gauge myself off of to go, yeah, what I'm doing is working, or oh no, I'm not doing something good. Oh my goodness, I need to change this. Anything like that, you know. I need a gauge, and also I need something to show people the level of work that I do. So they start looking for a welder, they got something to go off of. And, you know, that's just, it's difficult to get people to leave your review. I thought it'd be pretty easy. I thought people love leaving reviews, but apparently they don't. So, oh well, that is what it is. But, yeah, fiddling with the Champion Elite, I found it really does have a lot of arc force. It runs at 60-10s beautifully. I've not ran a machine. It really runs those machines, I think, better than the Dynasty 210s at school. It's just amazing. I love them. I love the Dynasty 210s. I love the way that Champion Elite runs those 60-10s. It runs it flawless. Absolutely flawless. But I gotta get back here in a second using my GPS, so I'm gonna cut this short. Well, that was a literal shit job. Man, I tell y'all what, that was some of the hardest stick welding I have ever done. I was literally practicing 6G pipe this morning. That 6G pipe was easier than what I just did back there. That was hell. Took me about 3 damn passes to get that one straight, but I done it. It is done, thank goodness. You know, I'm gonna have my Bojangle chicken biscuit here. My hands smell like a septic tank. Oh. Yep. Straight. That's making it a little difficult to do taping. I do apologize about that, but that job, not fun. I was actually using those 332 6010s just because they were just such good rods for that application. And it worked out pretty well. I wound up eventually having to just stick the stanger straight up out of it, out the top, and weld with it, you know, straight in like this at it, because it was a really tight spot. I had a drive shaft to my back, a cross member and a cross member, and then frame channel, and then that spot where that tank sits. Horrendous, but it is what it is. This is one of those. Oh, there's a guy on a bicycle. Try not to hit the guy on the bicycle. Who ain't wearing any kind of orange or nothing like that. It was horrendous. Just trying to get it in there and get it laying flat. It don't look like some amount of hammered dog shit. And the whole fact of the matter is somebody else had gotten to that thing before I did too. And they put in their own hammered dog shit before I put my hammered dog shit on top of it. So it won't even room really to fit the die grinder in there. That's how tight that was. I used a die grinder to touch it up a little bit just to smooth it out so I didn't have all these inconsistencies and lumps and stuff. But still, the die grinder was getting stuck in that corner. Unless I had a brand new fresh point on it, it just really wasn't fitting in. But I always keep a air die grinder on the truck with all the bits and stuff, and I hook it to my 8-gallon air compressor, 8-gallon Harbor Freight air compressor back there, and it does great. I love that thing. They're great for, you know, those little emergencies where you gotta do that kind of stuff. You know, you just gotta get in there in a tight, awkward spot. But yeah, so for today's expenses, just so we're clear, I charge this guy $100 to do that, right? This is a friend of Russ, so I gave him a discount on the trip charge, which I will do. I'm not a total stickler asshole about price. Sometimes you have to be, but this wasn't one of those times. I mean, the dude's right down the road from me. It's no big deal, like 20 miles. So I said, you know what? Just give me $100 because 80 an hour and $20. That's what I put in the truck to get down there was $20. So I was like, you know what? Just give me $100. So I spent 20 on gas, $5 on my Bojangles. So I'm coming out of a profit of $75